On our vehicle, I removed the wheel first so it's a little bit easier to get at the hose, but it's not commonly necessary to remove the wheel for brake hose replacement. I also sprayed the fittings down with a spray penetrating oil to help loosen any rust or corrosion on them. And the only tools you'll need are a set of combination wrenches, the proper size line wrench, and maybe a needle nose pliers. Then start by removing the end nearest the master cylinder first. The reason you want to start on that end of the hose is because some vehicles have the opposite end of the hose actually turned right into the wheel cylinder or caliper, and the hose will have to be turned out for removal. Then, support the hex on the hose with the proper size wrench, and with the line wrench or flare nut wrench, break the fitting loose. Once it's loose, you'll probably have to give it a few more turns with the line wrench. As you feel it loosening up, you'll probably be able to go in and loosen it the rest of the way by hand. Once it's loose, just pull it down out of the way. Most vehicles have a mounting bracket or brackets to support the line. Remove them next. On ours, I remove the retaining clip here on the top bracket with the needle nose pliers and pulled the line out of the bracket. Then, with a socket wrench and the right size socket, remove the bolt attaching the other bracket. Once the brackets are removed, then loosen the fitting attaching the line to the disc brake caliper. Once it's out a few turns, you can usually loosen it the rest of the way by hand. On most newer vehicles, the line is attached with a banjo bolt and fitting like this. If it is, make sure you don't lose the small brass or copper washer between the line and the caliper. Match the old hose up with the new hose to make sure you have the right fittings and the right length. Never install a hose that's shorter. Make sure you have the one that's long enough for your vehicle. Then, reinstall the banjo bolt and washer, and reinstall the bolt and fitting into the caliper. You only need to tighten it hand tight for now. Then, position the line in the mounting bracket and start the bolt in the mounting bracket by hand, but only tighten it hand tight for now. Then, position the upper end of the flexible line in the mounting bracket and reinstall the retaining clip. Thread the steel end of the line into the fitting. Make sure you start that one by hand to prevent cross-threading. Once she's turned in hand tight, begin snugging the line with the flare nut wrench. Once you feel the line tightening up, support it with the proper size end wrench and snug the line up good. Once that end of the line's tight, make sure you go back, tighten up the mounting bracket, and tighten up the fitting down on the brake caliper. That's it, you're done. Just make sure to add fluid to the master cylinder and bleed the air from the brake line. Now, although you only need to bleed the line replaced, I suggest taking the time to bleed the complete system to make sure there's no air in any of it. Now, that pretty much wraps up the work we're going to perform on the hydraulic part of the brake system for now.
Let's review replacing a brake hose. Remove the wheel for access if needed. Unscrew the hose from the line fitting nearest the master cylinder. Remove the mounting bracket bolts or clip. Disconnect the hose from the brake caliper. Loosely attach the new brake hose to the caliper. Reinstall the brake bolts or clip. Attach the other end of the brake hose to the line fitting. Firmly tighten all connections. Top off the master cylinder. And bleed the air from the brake system and test drive the vehicle.